Yes guys, Davey Speaks Football here, back again with another video. Going to touch base on a few things. The Man United Bournemouth game, I know it was a little while ago, but a little quick reaction to that. The Donnarumma news, are we finally sorting out our goalkeeper position? Fingers crossed. I've said this, it's got to be 4 or 5 times since I started doing these vlogs, these videos, whatever you want to call these things. The two most important positions on the pitch are the striker and the goalkeeper. Why? The goalkeeper stops the ball going in the net, the striker puts the ball in the net. I've said it once, I've said it twice, I've said it 3 times, right? Our striker and goalkeeper are the worst in the league, right? Facts. And if we sort those 2 positions out, which we haven't yet done, but it looks like we're going to, I think it will propel us, and I mean propel us, far up the league. And if Donnarumma is the person that we're getting to fix our goalkeeper issue, that's a great signing, right? It's just speculation at the moment, but anyway, we'll touch base on that. I'll touch base on the Šeško situation. Seems like Newcastle seem favourites to get him, but again, we'll touch base on that. And a few other bits and bobs that I've noticed, that I've seen over the last few days, and I want to react to. But listen, let's get back to the top. Man United Bournemouth. Finally, we've beat a team in the Premier League properly, you know what I mean? I know we beat West Ham the other day, but I mean, we struggled by them, if I'm honest. It was a Bruno brace that done it. Without Bruno, we would have struggled, we would have lost, right? And Bournemouth, we lost 3-0 to them at Old Trafford during last season, and we drew 1-1 at the Vitality. So to beat them convincingly like we did, shows progress. It really, really does. Dorgu. Only a few videos ago I was saying I don't see anything special about him. Listen, I'm the first to admit the guy is looking very, very good. I haven't seen a defender bomb up and down like that, and as powerful as he is, his link-up play. Yes, he's still got 2 left feet, but I mean, he was looking Patrice Evra-esque against Bournemouth, if I'm honest. Again, I've only seen a few clips and a few highlights, but the guy bombs up and down. He gets into positions to assist and score goals. He assists Højlund's goal, crosses the ball in. I don't know if Højlund's touched that, but we'll give it to him. The geezer needs a goal. He needs something, so we'll give that to him. And he scores a goal himself, which Mount assisted. Dorgu is looking fantastic. So apologies to Dorgu. Only a few videos ago I was knocking him and I wasn't too sure about him. If he continues on this trajectory, on this trend, we have a player on our hands there for left wing, what do you call it? Left wing back? Yeah, whatever this new position is called, right? He bombs up and down. He gets into great positions. He's got a goal in him. Mate, like I said, Patrice Evra-esque. Luke Shaw gets nowhere near this position. I think if Luke Shaw ever gets in the team, again, I don't want to talk about Luke Shaw, but here I am talking about him. It's as one of the centre-backs, right? He does not get into this team in that position at all. But amazing from Dorgu. Great result from Man United. I know it's only pre-season, but it shows progress, doesn't it? It really does show progress. So, listen, fingers crossed that continues and we take that into the season. Like I said, we lost to this team 3-0 at Old Trafford and scraped a 1-1 at their stadium. So massive, massive progress from Man United, right? Moving on. I saw this video, right, online, and I've got to put it here for you guys to watch. I'm going to watch it now with you guys. I mean, if this happens at United... Anyway, let's get it up. Let's get it up and watch it together, right? And see... You guys tell me what you think about this. Have a look at this. Onana's speaking to Mbeumo. This isn't for a set piece against Onana, yeah? This is for a set piece for his team, for Cameroon. And he's there telling Mbeumo how to take a free kick. Right, that's what he's there doing. I don't know what he's telling Mbeumo. I don't know what advice he can give him in this scenario. But this is what he's doing. He's managing this whole set-piece situation with Mbeumo listening to every word he says. I tell you what, mate. If I see this happening at United, I'm going to absolutely lose it. Right? I'll pull my beard off my face. Right? This is unbelievable. unbelievable that this has happened. And I really hope Mbumo doesn't allow this to happen if he's a set piece taker for United. I mean, absolutely shocking. Fingers crossed, he won't be the goalkeeper for Man United next season. That's the truth there, right? Fingers crossed that won't be the case. If he's the goalkeeper for Man United next season, I won't go into this again, but we're in big trouble. So fingers crossed he's not the goalkeeper and we won't see this, right? But just imagine. I mean, it goes to show, who does he think he is? He's a bang average goalkeeper. Bang average, right? He's rubbish with the ball at his feet, which is the reason we signed him. Who the hell does he think he is going up to a set piece for his team and telling attacking players what position to be in, telling the person taking the set piece how to take the set piece? I mean, it's just mind-blowing, right? The geezer, I mean, fair play to him, 10 out of 10 for confidence and having confidence in himself, but he's bang average. We need to get rid of this goalkeeper ASAP, which brings me on to the next point, Donnarumma. I mean, there's talks that we're interested. We've inquired and we're looking to sign him. I mean, he's had his critics as well, and he's had some mistakes in him and some bad moments. But the geezer's just won the Champions League, right? And although he's had bad moments, he's 10 times the goalkeeper that Onana is. I mean, you've got to say he's in the top 5 goalkeepers in the world. You have to say it. This would be a massive signing for Man United. And again, it's only speculation at the moment, but yeah, I mean, I was shouting Emi Martinez because I would have taken absolutely any goalkeeper, right? I would have taken absolutely any goalkeeper. And there's a goalkeeper I'm going to touch base on a little later in this conversation, and that's Ramsdale. You know, Newcastle have just signed him. I would have taken Ramsdale. Would have been a great signing. I would have taken Kepa, that went to Arsenal. Would have been a great signing. But Donnarumma, my goodness. If we manage to pull that off and we manage to sign him, I mean, that would be a massive signing. I mean, huge signing if we was to get Donnarumma. But listen, at the moment it's only speculation, but that would be a game changer for us, right? Moving on, Šeško. Seems like Newcastle put in a solid bid for him. They met the expectations that Leipzig have asked for. I mean, it's a funny one, right? I still want, the last video I did, I ended up settling on Watkins, right? That I want Watkins ahead of Šeško. I just think Šeško's a big gamble. I just think Šeško's another big gamble, just like Højlund is, and was, rather. I just don't think we need to take those gambles anymore. We need to just stick to Prem proven, stick to players that have done it in the Premier League, and see how we go from there. Work our way up the league, try and get back into the top 10, try and get back into Europe. Taking a 60 million gamble on Šeško, I don't see it. But listen, it could work out. But it looks like Newcastle have put in a bid for him. They look like strong, I wouldn't say favourites, but they're in there. They're in there to get him. The only issue with letting Newcastle get Šeško is it opens it up for Isak to go Liverpool. Simple as that. And the minute Isak goes Liverpool, that's their 21st title. So I almost want to sign Šeško just so Isak doesn't leave Newcastle to go Liverpool. Because if they get Isak, it's an absolute shutdown for the rest of the league. You just need Salah to show up again, and it's game over. Game over. It's game over anyway, I think. Even though the question mark's there over Slot, this is now his team. He's lost Luis Diaz. He's lost Trent Alexander-Arnold. He's lost Shota. He's lost a lot of top quality players in that team. He's replacing them with top quality, that's for sure. But does it gel? Does it work out? But listen, quality is quality, right? And if Newcastle get Šeško ahead of us, Isak's definitely going to Liverpool. 110%. And yeah, Newcastle have done really well. Like if they get Šeško, so if they get rid of Isak, he goes Liverpool. They signed Šeško. They've signed Ramsdale, right? And they've also got Elanga. I mean, say what you want. I mean, I don't know what you Man United fans think about Elanga, you know. It was Ralph Rangnick that brought him into the team, and he was decent for us. He had pace. I didn't think he was good enough for us, but he's been sensational for Nottingham Forest. Absolutely sensational last year. And here he is at Newcastle, just having a great time. The geezer's done well for himself. Fair play. He cemented himself as a solid Premier League player. Mate, I mean, you put Elanga here, you put Garnacho here. I know Garnacho's shown some amazing stuff, but I'd take Elanga ahead of Garnacho right now. 100%. Elanga's been absolutely sensational. So yeah, I mean, Šeško going Newcastle would be... It means we don't get Šeško, which means hopefully we go for Watkins. That's the positive. The negative is Newcastle getting Šeško means Isak goes to Liverpool, and that's their 21st title for sure. They may get it anyway without Isak, but... So I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I feel about Šeško going to Newcastle. Long term, is that better for Man United? It probably is. I don't know. We shall see how that materialises. Another bit of news I saw is they are building a barber shop at Carrington. I mean, why does Man United, right? Why does Man United need a barber shop? Tell me why. At Carrington. I mean, that's the last thing we need. You know, when I see stuff like this, I just think to myself, I get all negative again. I get all like, you know, the last thing anyone needs is a fucking barbershop at the fucking training ground. These guys need to just focus on fucking football. Not getting fucking haircuts and slits in their eyebrows. I mean, what type of culture are you trying? Forget all of that. Forget all of that. When I saw that, I was just like, oh my God. It's just news you don't want to read. It's just news you don't want to read. Do you think when Ronaldo had that interview with Piers Morgan and he said the training ground's shit, the fucking gym still looks the same, Roy Keane, their leg extension that Roy Keane used to do his cruciate, to fix his cruciate, is still there? Do you think he meant they need to put a barber shop in the training ground? I don't think so. So, absolutely shocking when I read that. I don't know if it's true. But yeah. I just thought it's a bit of news I would share with you. I'm using this iPad instead of my laptop. Just find it a little bit easier, but it's mucking around with me. Next bit of news that I wanted to watch with you guys. I saw this video of Anthony crying. I'll put it up here so we can watch it together. Let's have a watch.
Tô muito feliz aqui. Eu me emociono porque foi muito difícil para mim esses dias. Só eu sei de como que foi ali dentro de casa, de não ter forças nem para brincar com meu filho, de ter dias de ficar sem comer, de ficar no quarto. Então para mim foi muito complicado, mas graças a Deus, com a ajuda da minha família, com a ajuda de Deus principalmente, eu consegui dar essa volta por cima. Eu já tô muito feliz aqui. Eu me emociono porque
I mean, I don't like to see that, right? But I like to see that he is emotional and he cares, right? It was obviously hurting him that he's not playing to the standard that he wants to play. He's not doing well at Old Trafford. You know, he's not representing his fee. He's not representing being Brazilian. He's not, you know, all these things obviously affected him. And that's him at Betis basically saying, I'm really happy here. Like I said, the question could have been about something else, and it's just tied in nicely to be talking about his time at Old Trafford. But look, I think there's still a player there that can fit in our team as a right wing back. Ahmad's not doing well, smacking Anthony. Ahmad's been sensational, by the way. He scored against Bournemouth. He's going to stay on that right wing back position. He's going to be sensational for us. That's what I see. But I'm going to pop this up on the screen as well. There's actually, have a little read of this. There's actually a feeling from Cunha and Boomer and from other senior Man United players that Anthony is a good fit for this system. I think that's absolute nonsense. I don't think Cunha and Boomer know anything about who's a good fit and who's not. But I think that's correct. Like, I think with a bit of confidence, with an arm around his shoulder, with a bit more quality around him, forget his little pirouette. I think we should keep Anthony. If we're not going to get good money for him from somewhere, keep him. I think right wing back, I think he will be decent for us, if I'm honest. Let's see what happens, right? But that's my opinion on him, to be honest. I don't think he's that bad. I don't think he's that bad. I know he's not been great for us, but I see something in him. He's got a bit of quality. He's tenacious. He runs back. He's decent on the ball. He's passionate, as you can see. Look, it might be a controversial opinion. I would not get rid of Antony. I would have Antony on the bench, give us a bit of squad depth. And I think he links up well with Cunha. He links up well with Mbeumo. He links up well with this whole new outfit that we look like we're going to have. Keep Antony. Controversial, let me know what you think in the comments. But keep Antony as a squad player to be Ahmad's backup. Because I've said this before, I don't want Dalot anywhere near that position or the team. If I'm honest, I do not like Dalot. I don't think he's good enough at all. We move on to another point, a Gyökeres point. I saw this fella. I'll pop it up on the screen without volume. He's obviously big in this game. I should know who he is, but I'm new to it, so I don't. But he's basically going through the fact that Gyökeres, I think he scored 37 goals, 37 or 39 goals in. Let me get this up here. Yeah, he scored 39 goals last season, and only 2 of those goals were against the top 3 teams. And he was making the point that it's a worrying statistic. So it was a great video. So I need to learn from this guy, right? He's making good videos and getting traction and doing well. Look how many followers, etc. he's got. Hopefully I get there, fingers crossed, one day. When I first saw this video, I was like, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. The guy still got 39 goals. Even if he scores against all the lower teams in the Premier League, that's still great for Arsenal. You had 39 goals to Arsenal. Even if he scores 1 goal against all the lower league teams, that goal could be so important to get the 3 points. So it doesn't matter. But then you think about it. And you think to yourself, how many teams, right, in the Premier League are probably on par or close to the top 3 teams in the Portuguese league? I mean, Porto and Benfica Sporting, they're great teams. They're in the Champions League. They give anyone a game. But I'd say there's at least 6 to 8 teams in the Premier League that are just as good, you know, like on par on their day. And then you start thinking, that's a little bit worrying. Like, the defences are better in the Premier League, and the physicality, the pace, etc. Could Gyökeres struggle? Could Gyökeres struggle in the Premier League? The question mark's there. I guess that's why he made the video. Again, initially I looked at it and thought 39 goals is 39 goals. Even if he scores against all the lower league teams in the Premier League, he smashed it. But then you realise the lower league teams of the Premier League are not the same as the lower league teams in the Portuguese league. And he will find it harder to score against the lower league teams in the Premier League compared to the lower league teams in the Portuguese league, which then means it becomes a worrying statistic. Let's see. I think he'll still smash it, but Gyökeres could struggle in the Premier League. I mean, that would be mental, right? But let's see. And it was because of this I thought, do you know what? Let me check Šeško. He only scored like, I think it was, well, it's 21 goals in total, but I think it was only like 13 goals or so in the Bundesliga. I was like, who's he scored them against? You know, is it a bunch of trash at the bottom of the league? But no, I'll pop this up on the screen. He scored against Bayern Munich. He scored against Borussia Dortmund. He scored against Leverkusen. He scored against Stuttgart, I believe. So, at least with Šeško, that's not an issue. Do you get what I'm saying? So, but it's an interesting one on Gyökeres. Let me know what you guys think. I think he'll be okay, but it is a valid point. If he only scored against lower league opposition in the Portuguese league, the lower league opposition in the Premier League are much more difficult to score against. Let's see. He's got all the attributes. I mean, he only played for 18 minutes against Spurs, but they were shocking Arsenal against Spurs in that pre-season, weren't they? It just doesn't bode well. Last little bit of news. Again, I'm trying to make these videos a little bit more brief so I can get a few more views. The last few videos haven't done amazingly. It doesn't matter. I'll keep at it. I've said to myself, I'll give myself a good year of doing this, seeing if I enjoy it, which I am at the moment, and seeing where I land with it. At the end of the day, brutally honest, this is just me waffling about football, not making an absolute penny from it at all. There has to be some return when you're here sitting in front of camera with this mic in your mouth waffling about football. As passionate as I am about it, I need you guys to subscribe. I need you guys to like, and hopefully one day this could be worth doing. But anyway, last little point, it seems like Garnacho, as much as I wanted him to be part of a swap deal for Watkins, is going to Chelsea. And you know what? I think that's the perfect destination. That's what Chelsea do. They just hire mercenaries, isn't it? That's how they sign players. They just sign a whole bunch of players for signing players for the sake of it. And yeah, like I said, they hire mercenaries. And Garnacho is a mercenary. He's out here wearing an Aston Villa top. He don't mind wearing a Chelsea top. He'll play for anyone, this guy. You know, he's got no loyalty or anything like that. It's such a shame. This guy just got so big for his boots so quick for no reason. But listen, good luck to the fella. Good luck to the fella. I don't mind him going to Chelsea. I think any player we've sold Chelsea hasn't done well. That's the truth. I don't. The track record of players that have gone to Chelsea from Man United, I don't think they've done well at all. So I don't mind. I think he'll be there a year, 2 year max, and they'll get rid of him like they got rid of Sancho, like they got rid of João Felix. Same sort of vibe. I believe they're probably getting him as a bit of a Mudryk backup replacement because obviously Mudryk's got in trouble. He'll hardly play there. Good luck to the fella. Like I said, he's a mercenary, and that's what Chelsea like signing. Good luck. Last little point, let's pop this up on the screen. The potential Manchester United team for next season, an updated one. I did this a few videos ago. It had Osimhen up top, it had Leao in Dorgu's position, things like that. But this is looking like it had Emi Martinez in the Donnarumma position. But this is looking like what it's going to look like. I mean, Šeško, there's a question mark there, but it looks better than having Højlund there. We don't know if it's going to be, but it does look better. That's how we feel right now, right? What does this team do? You know, I'm looking at this. The defense solid enough, I believe. Yes, it could. It's not the number one priority to fix, right? I'm happy with that. With Donnarumma in goal, oh my goodness, what a start, right? Dorgu, again, I was knocking him a few videos ago. I've said my piece on him. He's looking like a prime Patrice ever, or leading up to. So, great stuff. Bruno in midfield, I don't like it, but if that's where he has to be, hopefully he develops there. I'd have him alongside Ugarte. Ahmad has been sensational already in pre-season, shown that him in that position, which I'm glad Amorim has chosen to play him. He's going to be fantastic. And Mbeumo, we're yet to see him play for us. I think he'll play in the Everton game. Looking forward to that. I think him and Ahmad link up is going to be... it's going to be a problem. Cunha and Dorgu on the left. Cunha's shown flashes, you know. Hopefully he settles and creates a relationship with Bruno, with Mbeumo and the rest of the team. And Šeško up front, if he hits the ground running. I mean, the geezer looks impressive, Šeško. He really does. And Sky Sports did, Sky Sports News always do like a bit of a breakdown on the players and things like that. They did it for Mbeumo. They've done one for Šeško. I'll pop some of this up on the screen. Man United had the fewest goals from set pieces, Šeško, the height on this fella. I mean, there's one picture of him jumping up in the air. I don't know if it's edited, but mate, guy flipping jumps. It looks like 10 feet up in the air. He's got his leg like a Zlatan-esque up in the sky. I mean, hopefully he would improve our set pieces, right? There was a little shot map of his as well. His on target, his off target. And it was his overall goals and breakdown. I mean, his appearances weren't that high, weirdly. His goals, it was 7th in the Bundesliga. His right-footed goals, he scored 15, which is 13th in the Bundesliga. 4 goals with his left foot. Headed goals, 8. And this is an interesting one, right? Fast break goals, basically counter-attacking goals. 5 goals from that, which shows the geezer's not a slouch, right? So look, it's exciting times. If this is the team that lines up next year and someone had given me that at the end of last season, I was actually just absolutely distraught at the end of last season. I was saying Southgate in. Call me delusional, call me mad, but I was absolutely distraught on the way we ended last season, losing in that final, finishing 15th. But if someone told me, don't worry, this is the team you're going to have, these are the players you're going to sign, I'd have taken it, 1000%. Let's see if this will be the team. Let's see how Amorim does. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. I believe, I'm going to say it now, if this is the team we start the Premier League with, we can push for top 6. 1000%. Anyway, guys, going to sign out of this one. Like, subscribe, do what needs to be done to keep me motivated and keep me here in front of this camera. Leave comments also. I get back to every single comment that's left here, so please leave comments because I will get back to you. Hopefully there's a few more of you commenting, a few more of you subscribing. I'm currently on 339 subscribers. The next aim or landmark, I guess, is to get to 500. Help me get there. Catch you on the next one, guys.